Hey guys, Brian with Buffalo Beer Reviews. Back with something local again. I've been trying to, keep up with the local releases. There's so many going on nowadays with kind of the shutdown and the curbside pickups and all these releases. I'm kind of getting backed up here. Fresh off my own brew day for an amber ale, which I will probably have a review of and sort of a recipe review in the next couple of weeks. But today we're going to take a look at a Community Beer Works and their import-export stout. I am a huge fan of stouts. It's what I cut my teeth on all those years ago when I first started getting into craft beer or beer that wasn't just your traditional, manufactured beasts like Labatt's and this, that, and the other thing. You know what I mean? So I was really impressed by this, and it has a couple of little things in it that I found unique, and I thought that you guys would also like as well, so I'm going to take a look at it. But this is import-export stout with black currant and plum. It's got this little purple motif on the can, purple motif with like the plum, the black currant. Supposedly the head has a little bit of a purple hue to it, but we'll see that in a moment. But it's right from Untapped. It's a very drinkable, strong stout. Black currants, plum added during fermentation, lend fruity aromas, esters that blend nicely with its light roasted character. Pours jet black with a slight purple foam. I don't know. Maybe I had one or two beers before the last one I had of this. I didn't know if I saw the purple, head on it. But nonetheless, let's see what this thing looks like. I'm going to leave a little bit of room for my schnoz. But again, this is Community Beer Works Import-Export Stout. Boom. Really happy with that one. That was an easy walk up to their little tent. I'll take this, and this. Yes, sir. And you're out. So yeah, right. True to the description. It's jet black oil, motor oil. Man, my mouth is already watering. I'm sorry. Really great carbonation to it. And it produces this really great sort of, it's almost like a latte sort of color to it. And I mean, if you put the suggestion up in your head, maybe you can play ball with a little bit of a purple haze to it. But I'm going to say no. That's just me. Man, my eyes are playing tricks on me. But nonetheless, this looks the part of a great strong stout. And, even while on the well-carbonated side of a stout too. You know what I mean? I get that real crisp, clean sort of stout malt build. You know what I mean? Crisp, roasty sort of stout. I'm not getting much in the way of that plum or dark fruit or black currant or anything like that as of yet, but it's just the nose. Of course, the wind's gonna pick up right as soon as I start this. Anyway, let's see how this thing goes down, right? And it is right off of that initial sort of introduction to the beer that you get this really nice plum characteristic to it. It's not plum juice. It's not sugary and sweet up the wazoo. It's this great stout base with this really clean, lightly sweet, lightly sort of just hints of sweetness to the plum, and it's good. It's different and good. Yeah, I think the black currant is more appreciated in that late tasting aftertaste sort of vibe where it kind of quaffs those sort of the berries and the sort of juiciness to those little berries. The tartness kind of comes across at the very end of the palate. And then when you kind of get your mouth primed, you got 1 sip, 2 sips, you put it all together on that 3rd sip and beyond, and you get this great stout that's lightly sweet, a little bit tart. Yes, yes, and yes. And the whole thing is enjoyable, and it's different from your run-of-the-mill Irish stout or your imperial stout that's gonna, you're gonna have to call an Uber after one can because it's 13% alcohol. This is a great. Speaking of which, the 6.9% on this does not come across as 6.9. This, I mean, they described it as a strong stout in their Untapped description. This really does seem not so strong when you're drinking it. 6.9%, and this is going down nicely. You can kind of see some bits of lacing with the head going down the glass. It's always a sign of a nice beer, For it being a stout, maybe your head is thinking, oh, it should be thick, it should be robust. The flavors are robust, absolutely. But the body itself is just a nice middle-of-the-road, medium-bodied beer. Maybe a slight titch to the thinner side of the medium-bodied. This is awesome. I could drink this all day long. There isn't really a lot of appreciated aftertaste. You might think that some of these flavors might come across as sticky and kind of with some residual in the mouth, whether it's a coating or a residual sugary sort of sensations. I'm not getting any sort of aftertaste or weird mouth presence, anything like that. Drink's crisp, finish is crisp. It's something. It is really something. I don't know. I mean, if I wanted to put it out there, because I've been doing, everybody's got New Englands, everybody's got hazy IPAs, and this was just something different that I thought, to spice it up. I thought you guys might like to see the beer before you buy it. That's really the goal of my channel. You don't know if you want to try to explore the import-export and spend $14, $15, $16.99 on a 4-pack. Well, this is it. It's kind of what it tastes like. You may enjoy it immensely. So, I don't know. I enjoy it immensely. This is not going to be a hard beer to finish. The 4-pack is struggling to stay in supply in my refrigerator. It's practically gone. I got 2 of the 4-packs gone. Community does a great job. I sighed because it's like, what can I say about Community? They do great job. They do great quality beers, and this is just another example of a great quality Community Beer Works brew. That's really about it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed a little look at Community Beer Works Import-Export Stout. I really appreciate all the clicks and the watches and the likes and stuff like that. And leave me a comment. Let me know if you want to see something in the future or whatnot. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.